Socrates Minas, you have been in sales all your life. You have worked with Tony Robbins, and now you work for the University of Nicosia. I would like to thank you for doing this interview for the Crypto Factor Part 2.
You're very welcome, Paul. Good to be here. Great to see you again.
Yeah, it's great, man. And we have a lot to talk about, man. We have to talk about cryptocurrencies. We have to talk about the university, the master course, the digital course. We have to talk about what's going on in crypto and outside and what it actually takes to succeed in blockchain and out of blockchain. But just so we can start, say a couple of things about you. What do you do right now, Socrates?
Okay, so as a partnership manager for the University of Nicosia, I'm working on our conferences and events, and so we've got our event lined up in Athens this year, decentralized. It's our third decentralized. Over the past few years, we've heard how great this technology is and how it's going to disrupt. And this year, we're taking decentralized to a completely different level. We're going to be hearing from organizations with live blockchains, from R3 Corda, Hyperledger. We're really excited about this year's conference. It's going to be on a completely different level.
Excellent, excellent. Let me ask you this. So what were you like before you got into the Tony Robbins events, which we will talk about, the university? If I met you in high school, what was Socrates like? What would I think of him?
Okay, great question, Paul. Well, during school, I was very much into my sports, very much into football, very much into rugby. I was quite a social kind of character. I had a big influence from my older brother, who's a market trader and a bit of gift of the gab. Only Fools and Horses, I don't know if you've heard that show, but yeah. I consider myself a little bit a wheeler-dealer trader back in the day. And, even back at school, I used to buy Coca-Colas from the wholesalers and take them into school and sell them 5 cents cheaper than the canteen did. So I've always had a bit of an entrepreneurial spirit, to be honest with yourself, Paul. But I like to think I was a likable guy at school. Not the most educated, never top the class, always kind of bottom of the class. But I knew one day I was going to make it, and here we are today.
So how did you get involved in crypto, though? And please don't tell me you put profits from the Coca-Colas from school into crypto. I'm going to laugh.
No, not at all, not at all. So back in 2016, I met a guy called Nicosia Cyprus, who's my colleague here at the university, and we worked together at Tony Robbins about 20 years ago. And he started talking to me about this thing called Bitcoin. I was like, Nick, do you know what? It's a scam. The banks are never going to allow it. And kind of put it to the side. And then in November 2017, he invited me to Decentralized here in Cyprus. Mm-hmm. And it blew my mind away. When I heard from EU ministers, regulators, the likes of KPMG, Microsoft endorsing this technology, I thought, wow, this isn't a scam. This is here to stay. And then I found out about a free course the university does. The university has an online course called Introduction to Digital Currency. And it's by a gentleman that needs no introduction. And I know he's been on your show a few times, and that's the benevolent Mr. Andreas Andronopoulos. Yeah. And I started to follow Andreas's courses. I watched the live debate he had with the Canadian Senate, and it was just a complete masterclass, and that got me hooked. When I attended Decentralized 2017, I was there launching my own recruitment business. And as a new startup company, I wanted to be something a little bit different, not just another recruitment company offering recruitment services. So I approached the university to be able to promote their MSc in digital currency. I come from a telco background myself, and I could see the kind of the downfall in the telco sector. And I could quite easily see how IT consultants, telco consultants could quite easily cross-train into this technology. So I signed a deal with the University of Nicosia. I'm the only recruiter in the world they ever made an agreement with. And things went very well. Then eventually they approached me and said, hey, look, why don't you come and work for us directly? And to be honest, from the age of 30, I'd always worked for myself. I'd always wanted to be an entrepreneur from a very young age, but the chance to get involved at the University of Nicosia, and in my kind of, in my small little mind, I could see the vision of Antonis Polomidis and how to put University of Nicosia and Cyprus on the blockchain map. And I thought, in my own small way, if I can help play a small role in helping put in Cyprus on the blockchain map and helping the University of Nicosia, keep that and maintain that position as a leader in blockchain education and research, then I'm all for it. So yeah, in a nutshell, by attending Decentralized 2017, it taught me how to, look at various different companies. Are they a scam? How to look at white papers and qualify these organizations if they're scam or not. So I'm pretty much a crypto newbie since 2017, really.
And an entrepreneur, not an entrepreneur, that's when, for the people watching, an entrepreneur is a person that has entrepreneurial traits and mindset, but works for the company and wants the company to succeed and grow with the company. That's not really a bad thing. I would argue it's better in a lot of regards. So you are working for the University of Nicosia. You met them in Decentralized 2017. We met in Decentralized 2018. And we really just kicked it off. We became friends. You recommended for me to get in touch with, I was talking to a few companies there, looking to become an advisor, to become part of, to do their marketing or coaching, mentoring them. And you advised me, Yes We Coin is the tagline for United Coin, which I am with till this day.
Excellent.
So I owe you for that one, man. And see, the University of Nicosia, since we're talking about it, they offer a master. I think they're the first university to offer a master class, this first university to really embrace blockchain. Do you want to elaborate on that a little bit?
Sure.
And I think there's also a free MOOC.
Indeed. So back in 2013, we were the first university in the world to accept Bitcoin as a tuition fee. We were the first in the world to upload our graduate certificates to the blockchain. We were the first to create a fully academic master's degree in digital currency and blockchain. And all this basically happened is the fact that our CEO was in New York, our CFO was in Cyprus, and our CEO sent $100 worth of Bitcoin to our CFO in Cyprus. And when they saw that magic happen in terms of the transfer of value without the need of a third party, and to receive the funds within a fraction of the time, they saw the opportunity then. And so they created the world's first master's degree in digital currency. Now, part of the master's degree, the first topic, if you like, is the introduction to digital currency. And that's completely free. Anybody can join that course. In fact, we've had over 40,000 students from all over the globe join this course.
Oh, wow.
Okay. It's completely free. We have participants from all over the world. And if you do really well in that exam, you actually have a chance of gaining a small scholarship onto the master's degree. Now, many universities recently have started announcing that they're going to be launching a master's degree. Many universities are now just starting to wake up to this new technology. However, we're very proud to say we were the first in this field. And if anybody's looking to kind of deep dive, study further into this technology, I highly recommend the master's degree. The average age is typically between 30 and 50, and we have executives and senior managers, directors from all walks of life join us. And in fact, we just had a recent graduation ceremony a couple of weeks ago. Our next intake on the free MOOC is September this year. So anybody who would like to join the free MOOC, they can do so by visiting Unique Digital Currency, and you'll find the course there online. But it's absolutely a fantastic course, and it's much more than just an introductory to digital currency. And in fact, this is the course I took, which made me kind of invest in cryptocurrency and made my ears prick up and think, wow, this is amazing.
That is, I'm going to leave all the links down below for people to join, by the way. So anybody that's interested in this, can join Decentralized 2000. I'll probably join myself this year. I couldn't do it last year. I had a lot of work, a lot of business, but I'll probably join myself this year. And that will be in Decentralized. And do you want to tell us a little bit about Decentralized and what that's about? And then I'm going to get into some questions, personal, and it might catch you off guard, but my viewers are going to love it. Don't know if you're going to love it, but my viewers are going to
No worries. Okay, let me tell you what you will not see at Decentralized, first of all, okay? So you will not see keynote speakers at 10 o'clock in the morning with a large whiskey in the hand addressing the audience. You won't see that. You will not see booth babes or girls in bikinis trying to take people to people's booths. Decentralized is an educational and business event. And it's broken down into 3 tracks. We have our academic track, the business track, and the technology track. So as a university, you can appreciate we have a large network of universities, and there's many EU-funded projects right now. Currently, the university is involved in projects worth 70 million euros from EU funds. So we've got a strong network from the academic side. From the business side, we have thought leaders from industry. So, for example, we're going to be hearing from some of the leading names in this industry. You can see the speakers on our website. On the technology side, we're going to be seeing live demonstrations from, live blockchains from R3 Corda, Hyperledger. And it's the first time in the history of Decentralized, we're going to be having sovereign countries absolutely supporting our event this year, and we're really, really excited. So a combination of EU ministers, regulators, leading academics, business leaders, our MSc students are obviously invited, and of course we invite students from the local university in Athens to attend for free. So if you put all these combination of people under one roof, it creates a really unique interface and something very different that I've not seen at any other conference. And that's why I decided to join this particular team, because the quality of the show was just out of this world. And we're a conference where it's very open and transparent. We see a lot of conferences where you pay one ticket price to enter the exhibit hall, a ticket price to enter this hall, a ticket price to go here. That's not what we're about. All the audience has access to the sponsors, to the speakers. We don't have blockchain boat cruises and all these fancy things. At the back of Decentralized, what we have noticed is organizations making relationships with other organizations, sponsors hiring staff while they're there, new partnerships taking place. And of course, the audience will be listening and hearing from some of the world's greatest leaders in this sector. So it really is an educational and business event.
Talking about some of the greatest, I will be also speaking at the event for marketing and sales in crypto. And you will also see a booth for anybody that wants to buy the Crypto Factor, which is Antonopoulos is in it as well. And of course, you're part of volume number 2 and other people as well. They can get an autographed copy, possibly with some other people that are going to be there, like Tone Vase, because I know they're going to be taking part of it as well. And he's in the book. So
Indeed.
At some point, I'll leave links down in the description below, and you should be able to get a discount code if you click one of the links down in the description below as well. So make sure you check that out. And it's only for a short time, so make sure you jump on that. Socrates, we're talking about a lot of success about the university. You've done a lot of success. You have worked with Tony Robbins. Tell me something. What does success mean to you?
If you asked me that question 10 years ago, it would have been a very different answer. For me, success today is health, number 1. Number 2, waking up in the morning, having love around me, having good family, having good friends. I used to think success meant having your own business, having a fancy car, having money in the bank. But you know what? These things are meaningless. They really are. I'm very happy going to the beach on a Saturday morning, Sunday morning, sitting down by the beach, and a more relaxed way of life. That for me is my definition of success. I think pound notes and money is not success. And if you're chasing pound notes and money, you're never going to be happy because money is never ending. So for me, success really is love, family, and health and happiness. These are the main things for which I believe is success.
That is a very good point. And just for my next question, do you think anyone can have financial success in life? Is it possible, or is it for a select few?
Everybody has choices in this life. Everybody has options. You know, if you want to educate yourself, if you want to go and make it happen, you can do so. If I said to you, Paul, you can learn Chinese, you can learn Mandarin, you can do it. It's only your limiting beliefs that hold you back in achieving yourself. And, you know, if you overcome your fears, you overcome your phobias, you really can achieve what you want to achieve. I mean, in my early 20s, I had this dream that I wanted to have my own recruitment business, and I got there. I got there. And then I thought, you know what? Sometimes you're better off being a number 2 or number 3 than a number 1. So, yeah, my point is, yes, I think anybody can be successful. It's all about your motivation and your desire. That equals success, in my opinion.
I agree. What do you think it actually takes to succeed? What are some of the key factors of success?
Well, look, what I found in my life is that the harder you work, the more successful you become. I don't think there's such thing as luck. There isn't really. But what I've realized in life is working hard brings you results. Now, my father left Cyprus in the 1930s. He wasn't an academic person. He left school when he was 10, 11 years old. However, I saw a man that used to work 14, 15 hours a day, 6 days a week. So when I went to the workforce, I thought it was the norm to work 13, 14 hours a day.
Yep.
So for me, hard work, direction, targets and focus equals success.
Perfect. Very nice. So let me ask you this. Failure is part of a journey. How
Indeed.
do you handle failure?
You see, I think we can learn by our failures. Failures are not a bad thing, Paul. You know, many people a deal's just blown out and, oh God, and, you know, to be successful, you must have failures. I mean, you know, when I set up my recruitment company, we set up different projects. Some worked, some didn't. If you can learn from those mistakes, you can move forward. And unfortunately, some of these mistakes can cost a lot of money. So be prepared to lose money in order to make money. Yeah,
that makes great sense, actually. Do you have any mentors?
George Aglis, who is director of the IFF, he's also known as Professor of Blockchain. Incredible mind, he really is. Andonis Polimidis, our CEO, his vision is absolutely amazing. He's a complete genius, the guy. In terms of people that I, look out to, I watch your show quite often, and people like Joel Calm I found extremely inspirational, great guy. Andonopoulos, again, a great guy. But some of my heroes have come from a young age, like, football professionals like Pelé. For me, Pelé was an absolutely amazing person on and off the ground. So just one person, no, a multitude of people, yeah.
Got you. Do you have any daily habits and morning rituals?
Daily habits and morning ritual. I've just got back into the gym again. I used to do Muay Thai boxing many years ago. Just got back into that. My morning ritual now is waking up at 5:30 in the morning before the sun comes out to take my 2 dogs out for a walk. But no, I don't do yoga blindfolded or balance on one leg and have one hand behind my neck or anything like that.
Okay. I used to do the same ritual, but I used to go to sleep at 5:30 after the night.
Yeah.
But I changed that.
We've all been there, Paul. We've all been there.
What is the one characteristic your loved ones know you by? Like if you say, "Oh, Socrates," what does everyone know you by? And I think I know the answer, but go ahead.
Everybody always says they got a smile on my face, and I'm always laughing. I'm always happy. For me, if it's not life-threatening, it's not a problem. That's my mantra in life.
Excellent. And what does a typical day look like for you right now?
A typical day right now, driving to Nicosia and back to get to work, which is a real pain, to be honest, but it means coming into the office, sat down with my colleague Nick, see what we've got to do for the day. We're constantly, you know, in the search for new projects, searching for new sponsors, searching for speakers who want to speak at Decentralized, trying to identify members for the IFF. The IFF, the Institute for the Future, is the part of the University of Nicosia that we represent. So the IFF is a separate entity to the University of Nicosia, and within the IFF we have two technologies that we look at, and that's the blockchain and artificial intelligence, and because we believe that one day these technologies are going to be intertwined. So yeah, constantly on a daily basis, we're constantly on the news, reading news updates, looking at the price of Bitcoin, looking at the different price of cryptocurrencies. So yeah, busy.
All right, I'm going to ask you another question, and I have one last question for you.
No worries.
You are going to adore. But for right now, what is some advice you can give people watching you right now?
My advice, if you've got a plan, if you've got a dream, you can do it. Anybody can succeed. You just got to believe in yourself. Don't let people hold you back. Stay away from negative people, stay away from negativity, be positive, trust yourself, and go out and do it.
Okay. And the one question, and by the way, if you're watching, again, all the links will be in the description down below. Please give this video a like and share it with somebody that you believe will also value from watching this. Socrates, what is the one question you wish people asked you but seldom do?
The one question that people should ask you but they seldom do. Wow. What is the secret to your happiness? Why are you so happy? Why are you always smiling all the time? What makes you such a happy individual and such a happy character? That's not a question I get asked. Not a question I get asked often.
And the answer to that and some more questions extra from this, like other than this, will be in the book, The Crypto Factor Part 2, so you guys can get it. Socrates, thank you so much for doing what you do and being here.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you very much, Paul. Thank you for your time. Lovely. Great to see you, and see you in Athens soon.
Thank you, and thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. I'm Paul Democritou. That's Socrates Minas, and until next time, keep succeeding.